in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Aggies offense will get first crack at it today. They'll move the wide receiver. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
This one's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They get to him as he throws. Pick off! What a play by this defense. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Rides to back and leaves it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback. Great.
Got room on the return.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. The screen, and watch out. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pulls and fires complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Slater. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Past the first down marker and still running. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finding an escape route. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The give from the gun. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Third down play from the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And a quick shuffle pass underneath. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Aggies started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Conrad. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David.
Got some room to run. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Good right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They just keep firing. Flushed out of the pocket. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. Across the 40 out bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands. It's Frazier. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Boston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Pass completion move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one.
He holds one deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent.
He'll take a shot. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll do it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen.
Turning it on. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll bring it out. It's Slater. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. With that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Boston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll go to the air. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's so frustrating when you get in a 1st and goal situation. The next thing you know, you're backed up. You're not even in the red zone anymore. Offenses have to be able to respond. You got to understand, I'm going to get negative plays. What's next? What do I got on the sheet that I know I'm going to call, get this back, and get in the end zone?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown Tide! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Galladay. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's got him in the flat.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The screen, he can go. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Back to pass on second down. Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Takes it on the return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends in the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Alabama quickly back to the line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field and get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. You're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. Off the RPO, complete. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Grab near the marker. It's Frazier. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Breaks into the open. 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Caught behind the line. It's busted. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the eye in.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got the quick pass. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're
picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a two-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to throw on first down. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking downfield on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive.